Ceraadis Playlist EP by Ceraadi. Ceraadee is a group of sisters, Imaja, Jinyee, and Sayer, managed by their mother Sandra. Imaja has been dancing and singing since she was 4 years old. The sisters moved to LA to pursue their dreams as artists. They made an appearance on Christina Milian Turned Up TV show. How do we feel about the Ceraadee music? Here's our honest review of Ceraadi's Playlist by Ceraadee.
Ceraadi's Playlist by Ceraadee.
Yeah.
Had you heard of them?
No, I haven't.
Before this?
No.
I didn't either. And I had turned on a video on and my daughter walked by like, oh, that's Ceraadee. And I'm like, well, since you know so much, who's who? And she's like, oh, I don't know.
It's like, woo-ha. Oh, really?
How you feel about this album artwork?
I think it's pretty dope, man. I get strong Fresh Prince vibes from it. You know, from the artwork on the font to just how they're, in the glow of purple. So I don't know if that was intentional or not. I'm assuming it was. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool just based off of what I've seen in the short amount of time that I've researched them. It just looks like they have like a studio with a couple of different screens that they used for their lyric videos, and look like they just shot the album cover right there.
Yeah. And
that comes off as cool. I like their style though. They kind of got like a new school TLC look without the condoms on the outfit.
Okay.
The flow of this playlist is a really fun late 90s, early 2000 vibe here. Like, it's very easily digestible. The rapping from Ceraadee, it sounds like Lisa Left Eye to me. Like, she gives that type of vibe to it, but she's still kind of like doing her own thing to it as well. And Z, I'm gonna just call her Z because I'm not sure how to say her name. But she was doing some things with the vocals, man. It was sounding really smooth. I didn't hear auto-tune.
Yeah.
The Chris Brown effect at this point. it sounded really good. The flow of this album is pretty dope. I liked it.
Yeah, man. Most definitely gave me those early 2000 vibes. Feels like, it's just in that kind of pocket of just fun, having fun, like dancing, having a good time kind of feel music. So yeah, definitely that 2000 vibe.
Highlights, man. Look, Dumbstruck is fire.
Yeah.
As soon as that joint came on, I was just like, look, man, this is that type of vibe that I like, that you don't get the chance to hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's in that vein of like what I like to hear from like Bruno Mars. So like Lizzo's doing stuff similar to that. So it's like I like this vibe, but they're putting it like we said, late 90s, early 2000s vibe. Nobody else is really tackling that right now. So that came off as really dope. That's What She Say. I really like that song. The beat is super, super dope. Yeah. I really like the way they're singing. It's like got a really easily sing-alongy type vibe to it. The way like their voices are kind of like floaty.
Yeah.
And I just like the tone of it and everything about that song. Okay, I just kind of like the way they kind of just swagged out the slang on that joint. I could have named every song on here as a highlight because Loyal is fire too, and Sway's got like a really dope. I don't know if they made a dance for that song, but if they didn't, they definitely should because I can see people like in lines in a club like dancing to that song.
Yeah.
Little booties and big booties.
Oh, please. I am tired of that song. I am so tired of that song.
That's what they said in the song.
I know, but just when you said that, I thought about that song. But yeah, I feel like every track on here is a highlight. What I like most about it is just the energy that they give off. Like I didn't watch any videos prior to this, so without watching any videos, I could already feel the vibe of what they would look like if I saw them performing this or doing it in the video, and it just comes off as something that's just really cheery and playful and, just something to bring up the mood and everything like that. Especially with songs like Dumbstruck, just keeps the vibe really going. Loyal is really catchy, like it can be a radio hit and everything like that. That's What She Say creates like that melody. It's something heartfelt but still catchy at the same time. So they made something meaningful and dope. And Okay, like you said, is just something really swagful. And Sway was just like really hard hitting to the point. So they really covered all while still being upbeat, which I thought was dope.
Lowlights, man. I don't really have a low light to say, like particularly with this like playlist of songs that they have. I thought this was a good selection of songs. I would like to see if they can handle like a ballad or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe something along the lines of like TLC vibe, kind of like Creep. or waterfalls. Like, I'm not saying they gotta copy that vibe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you know, 1 in a million. Because I just think if they can slide all the way in that lane, they could really cement themselves like in a really like hot pocket that nobody else is doing. Like, Aaliyah's going. Yeah. You know, nobody's really slid in to her pocket since she left. I mean, I can't remember. It was somebody we reviewed that reminded us of Aaliyah. Yeah. But I feel like they got the vibe for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even really sure what their other sister sounds like because she's not on this project. Right. But they can do that type of vibe and be extremely successful, in my opinion. They got Rock Nation behind them on top of that. So I think they could do that.
Yeah, most definitely. This being our first time getting into the, you know, their music catalog, I don't know if they already done something like, you know, a slow bad or anything like that, but that's what I would like to see. You know, I don't have a low light, but I would also like to see if they can tackle something more sensual, something more slow and everything like that, because they got the upbeat pocket. They got that locked. So yeah, that's all I would like to see.
Final thoughts, man. Look, man. Some pretty girls, that helps them go a long way. They can dance. They look like they have a lot of fun in their video shoots. You know what I'm saying? Dan Rue came through on the Loyal. Did his legs moving 1,000 miles an hour move. But, I mean, you know, they seem like they can get into the acting thing as well. Okay. Because they got that type of look and everything like that. Right. Yeah, and I just think they're really poised for success. I mean, they look like they're doing a thing already, man. They got quite a few followers on social media. They got quite a few followers on YouTube. I mean, it's more than us. So they doing a thing, man. And I just want to see them continue to put out music. If they put out like a 5-song joint, I'd hope they do a couple a year, maybe like 3 or 4 playlists a year, or even I mean, you don't got to go with the whole album no more. You can just put out a few singles throughout the year and pop off like that. Yeah. But I like to see what they're gonna do next because this is dope. And if they can push this a little bit more, I think they should definitely get a video on for that Dumbstruck though. Yeah,
most definitely. I feel like, you know, that in really music and justice scene, it's dope to hear a group that sounds like something from the 90s and 2000s. And not to say that they're just trying to catch a wave or anything like that, but I really feel like that's them. You know, they wanted to emulate a sound and make it their own. So that's what I get the feeling of. And I think they should keep at it because they got the personality, they got the style, they got the whole package. So yeah, shouts out to them.
Final grade. Ceraadi, man, they get a check from me, man. Like I said, this joint is dope. I think you should check it out. If you haven't heard of them, definitely check it out, man. I'm vouching for it. This joint is dope. They got a really, really cool vibe to them. Yeah. It was undeniable as soon as I put the joint on. I was just like, man, this joint is really dope.
As soon as you put it on for me, I was just like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most definitely a check, man. This is really easy to suggest to anybody of any age, really. It's just really good music.